Are you willing to know? Most people are spend their time trying to figure out the things they need to know, or they say, I want to know. But are you willing to know is maybe a more important question. So many times when I'm working with teams, organizations, or leaders, I feel a huge gap between the willingness to know, which means an openness to know, versus people saying they want to know. It's interesting the way that we close off from the information that we really need to know, except we don't want to know it at some level. We want to pretend it's not true. It's so interesting that when I go into organizations, I'll talk to the positional leader and they'll say, what's the first thing you want to do? I said, well, I want to talk to your people. Why do you want to talk to them? Because I want to find out what's going on. Well, I told you what's going on. I said, yes, you told me what your perspective is of what's going on, but I want to talk to the people who will tell me what's actually going on, because that is the reality of perspective and perception, that the experience your people are having is the true representation of that experience, not what you think it is, not what you'd like it to be, not what you hoped it would be. And it happens so often that I'm talking to leaders and I'll be talking to their people, their team members, and get information. And I'll go to the leader and say, hey, I'm hearing this. And I'll hear things like, well, that's not true. Well, but that can't not be true. If I talk to several people on a team and a number of them are saying the same thing about the culture, about the process, about the experience, maybe about a particular manager or leader, then that is what the experience is. Now, I know we'd like to say, no, they just don't understand. But if you really want to be a leader, leadership is about acknowledging the experience that you are co-creating, the experiences your people are having, and being willing to address them. And that means being willing to know what's really happening, to be willing to really know what the experiences of your people are. So the question is not how do you get the information you say you want or need, but more importantly, are you willing to know and hear? So know and hear what your people are saying about their experiences with you, about with the team, with the organization, the culture, all of it. Not of a question of wanting to know. The question is, are you willing to know?